What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and a lot of people are always asking me about this topic that we're going to break down today. It's about a young man by the name of Kutthroat from the city of Chicago. That's one of the top dudes a lot of people also ask me about that's not like OTF or like FBG affiliated and shit like that. We're going to kind of break down his story, kind of give you some background. I'm going to tell you what happened. Then I'm going to kind of give you my opinion on what I kind of believe happened to him because this case has been unsolved. Remember, I wasn't there, so it's not 100%, but I did get a chance to interview a lot of people close to Kutthroat. I interviewed Kutthroat Pacmico. I believe that's a relative of Kutthroat Pacmico. I interviewed Smokey J, close friend of him. I also interviewed Kutthroat Royal Baby. I know it's a feud going on with those guys, but I guess he did know Von. I interviewed a lot of people close to him. I even interviewed a guy by the name of DeAndre Montana. I'm not sure if he's actually Kutthroat or however, because I think there was an issue, but he must have met him or knew him, and he is the cousin of Ronnie Mo. So, I feel like I got a good post on some of what went on. I also read Chicago newspapers like the Tribune, the Sun-Times. I looked at the CBS local newspapers, the Red Eye, checked a lot of articles on the internet. I siphoned through paperwork, the police reports. So I feel like I'm going to kind of give you a good post on this. One of the first things I want to tell you is I believe Kutthroat Von. We're going to go Kutthroat Von. Okay? I believe he was a GD. Now, a lot of people going to say, man, he was a vice lord and all that, because I heard rumors that he was a vice lord, but from the people I talked to say he a GD, so we going to say he a motherfucker GD. So, he was a GD, okay? He's from that Lakeside Pocket Town area, Lakeside Pocket Town, area. Very, very respected. Motherfuckers know what that is. You get what I'm saying? On some street shit in Chicago. I noticed that he was in a war with people like Sircon City, MLMB. He stayed having beefs with Capo. He was in beefs with like 600 and more sets and shit like that. He was very, very aggressive. Okay? We're going to say very, very aggressive on like Lil Herb, Lil Bibby, and like Capo and them. Even 600 Breezy and shit like that. He was very aggressive. Like, I really believe this guy was really like what the fuck he talked about. Bang, 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 bang. Like a lot of these guys I thought was playing. When he talked about that shit, I kind of felt it was true. His music was kind of dark too. Like you kind of really believe that shit, as crazy as it sounds. He was very aggressive to the point where he was dissing dead people, very disrespectful. He would put your dead homie on his shirt. You know what I'm saying? He was that type of disrespectful. So that kind of alarmed me because I felt like with that kind of attitude, the atmosphere normally finds a way of taking people like that away. You know what I'm saying? That tough guy shit will get you took away. I'm not going to lie. So that kind of alarmed me because he was very aggressive and disrespectful. Okay? I noticed that. I also noticed that he was a rapper. And he stayed dissing people in rap songs and very aggressive like dead people. You feel me? We're going to kind of get into where I believe is one of the craziest things that happened, right? This guy was chilling in his neighborhood. Remember, I told you that. A lot of these guys be rapping these songs and shit, and they don't realize that the ops hear these songs. They actually be rapping in these songs, alerting the ops of what exactly neighborhoods they be on. They be sitting on their porches and shit in these rap videos, and the ops live right around the corner. They know exactly where these communities and shit are at. So I'm not saying that's what happened, but those are the type of things that alarm me. But according to the paperwork, the police reports, and newspaper articles, okay, this guy was chilling outside with his homies on the 75th block of South Ellis, I believe. Okay? I believe I spelled it right. I hope I did. He was, no. We're going to fix that. My man is a little off today, okay? He was on the 75th block of South Ellis, okay? I believe that's how we spell it. Out there with his homies and shit, cooling. I believe that's in the Grand Crossing That's the greater Grand Crossing neighborhood. Okay, the greater Grand Crossing neighborhood. Okay, I believe that's what it's at. The police is saying he was outside and a car rolled up, slid up, blah, 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 and blinked the block down while these guys are outside in their own motherfucking neighborhood. And Kutthroat Vaughn was killed. Okay? According to the medical reports, he was dead on the scene. Okay? So he was pronounced dead on the scene, okay? Killed in a drive-by. He was shot multiple times, okay? This guy was shot multiple times. I gotta make sure I get this right. I gotta speak this one kind of slow because it's something with this story that kind of hit me like, hold the fuck up. So when I look at this, he was hit multiple times. He instantly died. He was killed. I kind of felt like, he was very aggressive. He was in this gang that was known and infamous for being no-nonsense type of motherfuckers. He talked about dead people to the point where he would put your dead people on his shirt. He went hard on these sets. In my opinion, he was one of the most aggressive rappers in the drill culture of all time. He was very, very aggressive. You rarely seen him on some playing shit. He was like really about that business, I looked at how he was shot multiple times in his neighborhood. Okay? That's the things that kind of confused me, right? Now, but this the thing. When I looked at this, I said, okay, I want to look at that neighborhood a little bit more. I want to look at things in that neighborhood and see what's going on in that neighborhood because he was very aggressive, okay? And this set of Kutthroats is known as no nonsense as a gang set, you feel me? So the more I looked in the paperwork, I looked at shootings around the time that he died, okay? And I noticed that it was a shooting like a couple days earlier on 79th, okay? In Langley, I believe. I hope that's how you can spell it. I know some people out south gonna say that ain't how you spell it, but I think that it was a shooting on 79th in Langley a couple days earlier, okay? A couple days earlier. I noticed that. I noticed that both of these shootings both happened in the daytime. Okay, I noticed both of these shootings happened in the daytime, and I was kind of confused. I said, hold the fuck up, damn. This kind of seems crazy that these shootings are happening in a very tough neighborhood, that people are scared to come in the neighborhood. I can see drive-bys at nighttime, but for the ops to come in this neighborhood during the daytime was kind of crazy to me. So after I broke down all this information, I looked at the board over here. I looked at all this here. Once I looked at all this here, and I looked at where he was killed, who was killed, and the other people being killed, I come to the conclusion that, he died over gang banging. We get that. He was a gang banger. He didn't die over no rap shit. This wasn't no rapper who killed him over some diss records. This wasn't no drill rap shit. In my opinion, when it's a gang war, I believe it was a gang war going on, okay? It was a gang war with this neighborhood and another neighborhood. I know you guys are going to say rumors of Sircon City. I heard those rumors, but I can't verify that, so that won't hit the board. I know rumors of MLMB. I can't verify that. That won't hit the board. I understand that they were very disrespectful towards each other and threatened each other numerous times, but I can't verify that. What I can tell you is I believe that he died in a gang war. It was a gang war going on with his hood and somebody else, or maybe just his crew and some other crews. I believe Kutthroat Vaughn died over Kutthroat Vaughn was killed over retaliation, okay? I believe the guys that he was with either did something to another community or another group of guys, or maybe those guys did something to his guys, and maybe they did something, and maybe they did something, and I think this was retaliation. I believe Kutthroat Vaughn and his homies was involved in something that did something to some people, and they came back and retaliated. Or maybe they came to do something first to them, and then they did something, and then they did something again. But I believe this was a retaliation over a gang war. Okay? In my opinion. When I look at everything, I don't believe the ops would just come through this neighborhood while those guys are outside during the daytime, knowing they probably blicked up too. I believe if you did that and come through that neighborhood in the daytime on some gangbanging shit, this wasn't caught lacking. You're not caught lacking in your neighborhood on the block. You know, when you an infamous neighborhood, you be out there because y'all got them blicks out there. You feel me? I believe the person who came through during the daytime and killed him did it because he had this on his mind. All right? So, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate the love. It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter. Keep your donations on need them. You know, do something special with them. If you want to help me, all you got to do is pull your finger up and hit the like button. It's the homie Truth. Bleh, 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 bleh.